You clicked on this because some part of you already believes it. You think that the people in your life don't actually love you. They love what you do for them. Your reliability, your presence, your convenience. And I'm going to tell you something you won't like. That belief is comfortable. It's a story that protects you. And it might be the exact thing keeping you alone. Let's start with the obvious, then ruin it. Aristotle wrote, 2,500 years ago, that there are 3 kinds of friendship. Friendships of utility, you're useful to each other. Friendships of pleasure, you enjoy each other. And friendships of virtue, where you love the person for who they actually are. He said the first 2 are not flaws in human nature. They're most of human life. The cashier, the colleague, the neighbor. We use each other constantly, and there's nothing wrong with it. So when you say, they only wanted my convenience, congratulations, you've described 90% of all human relationships, including the ones you have with people you only keep around because they're useful to you. That's the first uncomfortable mirror. The standard you're using to convict them would convict you too. But here's where it gets sharper. The philosopher Kant gave us the line everyone half remembers. Never treat a person merely as a means to an end, and everyone forgets the most important word in that sentence. Merely. Kant never said you can't be useful to the people who love you. Of course you're useful to them. The wrong isn't being used. The wrong is being used and nothing else. Being interchangeable. So the real question was never, do they value what I provide? The real question is, could anyone provide it? Because that's the actual line between love and convenience. Convenience is replaceable. If you vanished and a different reliable person slotted into your place and nobody flinched, then yes, you were a function, not a person. But love can't be substituted. The terrifying test isn't whether you're useful, it's whether you're replaceable. And most people are too scared to run that test. So they tell themselves the softer story instead. I was just convenient, because that story has a villain. And as long as there's a villain, you never have to look at the harder possibility. Which is this. What if you only ever offered people your usefulness? Because being useful is safe. When you're the dependable one, the fixer, the helper, the always available one, you get to be valued without ever being vulnerable. You get closeness without exposure. Nobody can reject the real you, because you never showed them the real you. You showed them a service. To be genuinely loved, you have to be seen. And to be seen, you have to risk being unwanted. The perpetually useful person never takes that risk. They hand people their convenience like a bribe. Please keep me around. And then feel betrayed when convenience is all that comes back. But you can't be cheated out of a love you never made yourself available to receive. So here's the real work. Not cutting people off. Not guarding your energy harder. The opposite. Find one person and give them something useless. Your boredom. Your unfinished thought. The version of you that isn't fixing anything, isn't earning anything. And watch whether they stay. If they stay. That was never convenient. And if you can't bring yourself to even try, then the question was never whether they loved you. It's whether you ever gave anyone the chance to.